Well, last night's deadly attack taking place at a historic church in South Carolina. The gunman's horrifying attack on faith, killing 9 people, including a famed pastor. So if we're not safe in our own churches, then where are we safe?
Joining us right now is Senior Pastor of Hope Christian Church, Bishop E.W. Jackson. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Your thoughts this morning?
Well, first of all, I'm pastor of the Call Church in Chesapeake, Virginia, but we had a prayer vigil this morning at 6 a.m. praying for the people in Charleston, South Carolina. We're urging people, wait for the facts, don't jump to conclusions. But I have to tell you, I am deeply concerned that this gunman chose to go into a church because there does seem to be a rising hostility against Christians across this country because of our biblical views. And I just think it's something that we have to be aware of and not create an atmosphere in which people take out their violent intentions against Christians. And I would mention one other thing very quickly, and that is I would urge pastors and men in these churches to prepare to defend themselves. It's sad, but I think that we've got to arm ourselves, at least have some people in the church who are prepared to defend the church when women and children are attacked.
Do you think that that is something that would fly inside a church, to have a pastor with a gun, to have security with a gun?
Look, I'm a pastor. If someone comes in to hurt my church members, I have an absolute obligation to defend them, to protect them. So 9 people dead, of course. I think people understand that it's sad, but this is the world that we live in.
I understand it. I'm just, from the pastor perspective, I want to know if that's something you would do.
Well, as a pastor, it's absolutely something that I would do to protect the people whom God has given me charge over.
You protect and shepherd your flock, I'm sure, in any way that you certainly can, in faith and in practicality. You know,
Amen.
When you are speaking now, we saw prayer circles forming immediately after at that church through the night, saying this doesn't matter what religion we are. We need God's protection right now. We pray for peace. When you see this, Emmanuel means God with us. There are people out there right now who say, well, evil was there as well with this man who is now on the loose. Do you say to churches, close your doors, keep them open? What's your message right now to churches across the states?
We have to keep our doors open, but we have to be discerning. There are evil people out there, and they want to hurt and kill and destroy. But no, we have to love people and invite people. Look, you know, being a Christian means taking a risk, because it means loving the unlovable. It means helping people maybe who want to hurt you, and we have to keep doing that. But on the other hand, we also have to be prepared to defend those innocent people against these kinds of vicious attacks.
It was released earlier, and extraordinarily, they called it a hate crime. And some look at it as, well, it's because it was a white guy, apparently, and a black church. But you made a great point just a moment ago about the hostility toward Christians. And it was a church, so maybe that's what they're talking about. They haven't explained it to us.
Well, yeah, I don't know whether most people jump to conclusions about race. I long for the day when we stop doing that in our country. But we don't know why he went into a church, but he didn't choose a bar. He didn't choose a basketball court. He chose a church, and we need to be looking at that very closely.
Absolutely, and reports are saying he was there, sitting there for about an hour, and then decided to kill the 9 people that he shot dead.
Sick.
Which is an amazing thing, that somebody would come in like they're peaceful and intent on receiving what's being taught, and then they turn and attack people. I mean, it's a tragedy beyond human comprehension. We pray for those people down there. But yes, I think churches have got to be a lot more vigilant, perhaps, than we've ever been before.
E.W., thank you very much for joining us.